Today our church celebrates the feast day of Saint Onouphrios the Egyptian. The following are some details on his life and works. The royal couple that ruled a small kingdom near Persia in the 4th century were Christians who lacked for nothing except that which they wanted most, a son. They prayed to God and were answered by an angel of the Lord who said their fondest wish would be granted on the condition that their offspring be committed to the service of Jesus Christ and that he be baptized with the name of Onouphrios. It was by divine will that Onouphrios came into the world, and his entire life spells out the dedication that his parents had gladly instilled in him after he was born. The unseen blueprint called for the removal of the royal family from the pomp and splendor of the Persian court to the desolate wastes of the Egyptian desert. Onouphrios was given over to the care of the monks in the desert of Thebes at the monastery of Hermopolis. The youth assumed the life of austerity with no regret that he had given up a life which could have been spent in leisure. His aptitude in the study of the scriptures and related subjects in religion marked him as a holy man destined for the highest achievements in the eyes of man and God. Thoroughly conversant in religious matters, Onouphrios was one day immersed in deep meditation when a voice of an angel of the Lord instructed him to leave the monastery for complete isolation deep into the desert. He obeyed with an anticipation of drawing himself even nearer to God by a total commitment in the solitude which he found in a cave not far removed from the holy mountain of Mount Sinai, on whose crest Moses had heard the voice of God. For the next 70 years he was to dwell in this obscure outpost and a sentinel of God, drawing sustenance from a diet that was far below human requirements, but which put no strain on the health of this seemingly charmed holy man. For clothing, Onouphrios fashioned himself garments of leaves and allowed his beard to grow in a hirsute cascade that reached to his ankles. Over a period of years, wanderers of the desert who stumbled upon this man's stark dwelling place carried tales of his holiness and wisdom to all parts of Egypt. This led to a slow increase in the number of pilgrims who sought out this hairy hermit, whose wisdom and extreme piety was awe-inspiring. Other hermits, monks and churchmen paid him a visit, leaving with the conviction that he enjoyed the proximity to God. An abbot named Paphnutios was led into the presence of the most holy Onouphrios by an unseen hand of an angel of the Lord, but the mystified abbot could not explain why, although he felt in his heart there was purpose for his visit. Onouphrios greeted the abbot warmly, putting him at ease with his calm voice, and after an exchange of words, the abbot was told that the reason for his presence had been revealed to the holy man who anticipated the arrival of the abbot. Onouphrios told the visitor that he had been selected to see to the burial of the aging eremite. The abbot was saddened at his news, which he somehow hoped would be postponed, and for which he prayed as he retired for the night. He awoke to find the holy man had died in the night as foretold. Paphnutios offered a prayer service with a solemnity that could only come from the knowledge that the hairy hermit had passed on into the kingdom of heaven. After a brief service, Paphnutios dug in a spot of soft earth into which he interred the holy remains of Onouphrios. No sooner was this done than there ensued a violent earthquake, which caused some huge rocks to fall upon and completely cover in a giant heap the tomb of the departed Onouphrios.